path of great people, an amazing example of unique personalities, sincere conversations with favorite artists. All of this you can find in the Daraboz project. In the Daraboz studio, you will learn about a deep analysis, valuable opinions, authoritative judgments from prominent figures. We grew up on his movie roles.
We not only watched those films but also enjoyed his play.
How do you feel if the idol of your childhood sits in front of you and answers your questions?
Yes, Jandarbek, we are both full of emotions now.
Then let's start. Today the guest of the program is a theater and cinema actor, the coryphée of the Kazakh scene, Asanali Ashimov.
Hello, Kazakh TV viewers. Let's get started.
Asanali Ashimov, the most famous figure in the Kazakh drama theater and cinema. He is a talented actor. He played his first role in 1958 in the film based on Sabit Mukanov's novel Botagoz. Subsequently, he made contribution, a lot of work in the development of Kazakh cinema. He made the films Year of the Dragon, Shokan Ualikhanov, Wormwood, Kozy Korpesh, Bayan Sulu, House by the Salt Lake. He wrote such books as Myra's Song, Soul is Special, My Genre is a Diary. People's Artist of the Soviet Union, Statesman, Cavalier of the Order Kurmet, Cavalier of the Order Honored Worker of Kazakhstan, a legend. Do not stop there, Aga. Conquer new peaks. Probably there is no higher word than the epithets from the people, my favorite artist, my favorite actor. Of course. I always say that all of the above is a recognition. And the highest award is applause, respect of the people. It's true. Our goal is to always meet the expectations of the audience, because we work for them. On stage, we feel the mood of the audience, their reception, a positive attitude towards you is happiness for us. People recognize talent, you are right.
Asanali Agha, over the past 4 or 5 years, Kazakhstan cinema has been noticeably enriched. Among all the diversity, there are both professionals and amateurs. What can you say about non-professional directors and actors without a diploma?
Amateur is always amateurish. There is a little art in it. Former major directors such as Hodzhikov, Aymanov had art. They take art from life, and the current ones only show life. In this sense, there is little art, not enough knowledge, skills. Therefore, the taste of the people, the level of the audience, have been worsened. Hence the problems, the attitude to art, to the cinema. Professional films are filmed once a year, or even less. Therefore, I do not perceive them. Current films deliver only bitterness. Sometimes people invite me to the presentations of such films, but I refuse. Aha, you mentioned the work of specialists behind the scenes. You know that young people strive to get into the shot, to be in the public eye. And how successfully does Kazakh youth know how to work behind the scenes? Equipment. In Moscow, there is VGIK, a large institute of cinematography. Such professionals as Bondarchuk and Gerasimov worked there. We had people who went through their school, especially cameramen, a couple of directors. The difference with the level is huge. Now we have the Zhurgenov Academy. We can say that a lot of teachers are professionals there. A low level of knowledge affects the work of cameramen, artists, actors from the street. Unfortunately, it is the current level. These people from the street do not know how to stand, how to move. Of course, this can be understood. That is, the area now requires control and attention. Work behind the scenes. Yes, behind the scenes work is what we know, then see in the frame. Yes. For example, there was once a cameraman, Urusevsky. He shot a racing train lying between the rails. He did such things. He dedicated himself to art. Yes, it's complicated. He shot stunt scenes at a gallop. Now there is no such thing. Now, after all, are they shooting a film about the Khanate? Yes, yes. We have good stuntmen. Many work in the United States. Their tricks are monotonous, but there is still artistic beauty. In Jibek, Tolegan's horse stopped at the edge of a cliff. I had to jump. I did this myself, asking permission from the director. Actually, actors are not allowed to do this because of the threat of injury. This is entrusted to stuntmen. I told the Sultan, "Sultike, I know what it is. I will do it." And I did. Jumped on a horse, jumped. Then it is clear that you did it yourself.
Asanali Agha, artistic director of the drama theater named after Mukhtar Awezov, president of the Association of Theaters of Kazakhstan. What new is happening in the life of theaters now? Share the news with us.
In theaters, at the Awezov Theater, youth of the same type are now. Of course, they're good ones. This cannot be denied. Directing is a little bad. After all, the main work lies with the director. Yes, he directs the actors, and everything is fine with the organization. Speaking of theaters, singers gather at concert, full halls. Unfortunately, we do not see so many public on theatrical plays. What is the reason? Is this connected, as you noted, with the play of young specialists or with the taste of the audience? Low level of viewers depends on those same movies. People watch them, so the taste is getting worse. Such interest is formed. Running around, vanity, a slurred plot, enter in a place, then go out from somewhere, and the bringing of the people is the aim of the art.
С десяток овец, там это... Турар, поехали. На машине быстро найдем.
Азабымды сен көтер. Қызығымды өзім көремдегілерің келе ме? Ол бола қоймас. Bir бекежан болмаса көрер едім қандай өлең айтқандарыңды.
Позабавился. Теперь спрашивать буду я.
Yes, you taught at the Temirbek Zhurgenov Academy of Arts. You have students there. Would you name any of them who you can be proud of? Excellent student. Of course, all students are like children for you. However, someone special that you are proud of.
This year, 30 of my students graduated. We organized a youth theater called Jandarbek. There are talented ones among them. I have already said that young people come to the academy with a low level of education. They don't read books, and reading the classics can give the actor a lot. Teach to think, understand the essence. One must understand the philosophy of his role, and the people will watch. And if you just say what the playwright wrote, it will remain at the level of words. You talked about students. Let's talk about your colleagues. You often sat in the jury on ITIS contests. For example, I like to participate with Sara, yes. And with whom do you like to play on stage or in a movie? In the sense that you complement each other, harmonize. Many colleagues are no longer there. Anwar Moldabekov, Idris Nogaybayev, Farida Sharipova. They used to be main partners. Only Sabit Orazbayev and I are alive. There are no partners. I have not played in many performances. Much depends on the partner. If you understand each other, then you enjoy the game. And if there is no main partner, another person replaces. And then it gets difficult. I have relatives working in theaters. They tell interesting stories about backstage life. Sometimes they forget their texts. It happened that at the time of meeting between Tolegen and Bekirjan, Tolegen said, "I am Bekirjan. Tell us some funny stories from your life. In the movie you have to improvise when you forget the script. Something unforgettable. After all, people do not know what is happening behind the scenes. Masters say the text in their own words if they forget something, because they understand the essence. Some do not understand. If they forget the words, then the end. They get confused. Come up with. Then the situation is saved by an experienced partner. One folk artist, I will not name, plays the role of Attila. He is always diligent about the text, sometimes even interrupting partners. In one place he was supposed to exclaim, "Villain," and then he forgot the words. He slowly asked his partner what happened next. The partner answered, but this one claimed that it's not that. No, that's right, not at all. In the end he said, "Okay, I'll say so, but tomorrow you will answer to the party organizer." As I said, if the partner is good, then you play with pleasure, and then improvisations happen.
Yes.
But beautifully, it will fit. For example, in Kozy Korpesh I played the role of Kodar and Anwar Jantik, and we played very well, heartily. Behind the stage there were Hadish Bokev, Shopan Jandarbekova. It was time to go out, and we were not in a hurry. We were telling jokes. It was on tour, and from that end, they shouted to us, "Are you all there?" Come out already.
By the way, about Kozy Korpesh, I remember that Jandarbek's father played the role of a shaman. Aytaqin Agha, the role of a shaman.
Asanali Agha found him.
Yes, many can still mention him.
Yes, they do.
We call the son of shaman. Is Jandarbek suitable for a movie role?
Both of you are upper class. Both of you are young Akuns. Sometimes I say that this is in the blood. Aytaqin was a poet after all. And you are young. At the same time, use such words that not everyone knows. Both of you have a large scale. Thank you. And Sara sometimes goes into character very well, with a good partner.
May God bless you.
It should be so.
We get excited when you're a member of the jury. You're a wonderful listener.
The origins of Kazakh art lie in poetry, in the theater. Agha, you have played many roles, literally all possible roles in the cinema and theater. Are there still images that you would like to play? At one time, I dreamt of playing the role of Abay, but it did not work out. There was no repertoire. At first, I played Aydar, a student of Abay. Then I dreamed of the role of Abay, but he was not included in the repertoire. And shot at the Karash Pass, there is a character called Jarazbay. It was through him that I played Abay, the image of the Abay that I dreamed of. I dreamed of the role of Hamlet. When I was young, I did not have time, but now I'm not young. And I understood the philosophy of Hamlet only now. I think about this image, another rose and place. Playing out, yes, Kodar, Kozy, Serim.
Agha, they say being an actress is not easy. How true is this? Do you agree?
To be a poetess is also not easy. And in the case of actors, it's even more complicated. In fact, you constantly pass the exam in front of the people. Sergei Kozhamkulov, his age is 80 years, 40 of which he played Yezbem Betin and Lik Quebec. I played the role of Quebec, and I saw during the play he walked behind the scenes, tapping his cane, and didn't find a place for himself. After the performance, I asked, "Sir Aha, you have been playing this role for 40 years. Why do you worry so much?" And he replied, "My dear, times have changed in 40 years. The viewer is not the same. The tastes are different. I have to play differently. So I'm worried before going on stage. But when I go out, then I am already the king of the scene. I dictate how I should stand, how I should speak." He played out the image, and that's it. And before going out the stage, you feel only creative excitement, and some moments you feel fear. Serious actors are always worried about entering the stage. Someone said that there are many folk national artists, but there are few good ones. It's true. Of course, there are good ones. There was a director by the name of Mambetov, a little older than us. He was a good organizer, studied in Moscow, went through a strong school. So for 30 years, he made the Auiazov Theater one of the 4 best in the Union. This was done by one person, one director.
Қуаныштан болар. Ал мен жаңа ғана қаладан оралған едім.
Belki tағы да мен жетіп келдім. Сіз ойлап тұрсыз-ау. Мынау 70-тегі азаптан 7 күн болса да құтыла алмадым деп,
Sara, we learned a lot about Asanali the Elder. How is Asanali Jr. doing? Tell us. He is in the 6th grade. When he was little, he expressed various interesting thoughts, philosophy, recited poems, and surprised us. Now he's older. He is shy. But do you notice creative talent? Well, he reads some poems. He dedicated to me a couple of poems. And mother.
Asanali Agha, you are the father of little Asanali.
His mother spoils him, but I am stricter. Under my control, he went to sections. It's good when a child develops comprehensively. Yes, due to me, he got accustomed to the pool. He must be afraid of someone in the family. Of course. What is the basic rule in raising a child, Asanali Agha? Now the children have their own psychologists. They say that they have their own separate world. We have never seen or heard this before. Even the elders say sometimes there were serious conversations with my father, but we never had an idea to go to a specialist. Is the children's world now arranged differently? It is difficult now to strictly dictate what he should do. For example, Jewish children are not denied anything until they go to school. It depends on people. In fact, I think that to forbid everything to children is wrong. It seems to me that the way of raising children was common. In general, children need a nanny, preferably a teacher, an educated older person. Mother and father do pamper the child, but some kind of severity should be. We shouldn't just exaggerate with spoiling.
The husband of the beautiful Baghdad Apay. What is the secret of an exemplary family that can set an example for young people?
The basic of the family is a woman. Cleanliness, an order at home, everyday duties, a lot depends on them. And we're just like guests in the house. A man lives outside the house, yes. We're responsible for management. If there is a peace at home, then the work is successful. And there is a scandal at home, then you bring it to work, you quarrel with people. The atmosphere in the family affects life. So you need to be able to choose a wife. You have a good authority. You're a significant person, a legend, as we have said. And who is the legend for you? Who do you call a person who during his lifetime became a legend? For me, a legend and a great teacher is Shokan Ualikhanov. I have never seen such people again, as well as the older generation. They will forever remain teachers for me. In difficult moments, I think, how would they act? How would they solve the problem? And the answer is always there. I learned a lot from Shokan and others to leave. He is a human legend. Unique personalities. Unique. A good teacher has a strong student. Your fruitful work in the field of Kazakh cinema theater and significant successes are the result of their school and education.
And we ask you for a present.
I wrote a couple of verses in the diary. I will read them to you.
Qazaq болып туғаныма қуанам, әсіресе оның өнерін қуғаныма қуанам. Театрда, экранда кейіпкерлер жасап, өмірге қайта туалам. Қазақтың кең байтақ жеріне қуанам, пәс түскен көңілімді таза ауамен жуалам. Қаншама басыма қиындық түспесін, белімді бекем буалам. Жақсы айтылған сөзіңнен жақсы атқарған іс артық. Жаман өткен күніңнен жақсы көрген түс артық.
I have such aphorisms that I write in my diary. Were they published? I have published 8 volumes. All of them were printed.
Wonderful. When you think about acting, you remember Asanali. Kazakhs will prosper as long as the people have such a son as Asanali Agha, who is not ashamed to boast on any land, on any continent. These are the words of the famous writer Oralkhan Bukeyev.
We will not be able to evaluate you better than the Kazakh classic Oralkhan Bukeyev himself. Thank you for accepting our invitation, for an interesting conversation and valuable memories. We wish you good health and always be with us, Agha.
Have a long life, Agha.
Thank you.
Our program came to an end. Goodbye.
Sağ bolunuzlar.